Okay, iGulu fans, Pierre here from Simple Home Brew. I am doing another iGulu kit. It's a West Coast Double IPA. They kindly gave this to me, as they have been doing in the last few weeks and months. They are supporting this channel big time, and it's great to see. Now, these products are good. They're from iGulu. Unfortunately, the kits are a little bit expensive for Aussies, but what you get is a great little treat. I mean, you buy a, let's say, a 6-pack, or what would that be? It would be about a 12-pack worth. Would be for 40 bucks, maybe 35, 40 bucks, especially for a, what do you call it, a craft beer. They go for around about 40, 50, 60. I mean, they go for up to $16 a can. So you're getting a craft beer for a pretty good price if you think about it that way. And you get a bit of fun making them. Now, I've got this brew system, which is a F1, iGulu F1. I've got an iGulu S1 as well. I'm using that at the moment, so I'm going to do this on the F1. And I'm going to show you how I actually put it together. Let's try it, hey? So in the pack, there's a heap of ingredients. I filled the keg up to the 116 ounce line, and the rest of the space from 116 to max is this whole packet, and we put that in at once. So I'll just tear off the top, open it up and show you what's in it. Basically, there's golden light malt. We've got Bavarian wheat malt extract, dry malt extract, Bavarian wheat. That's Pilsen Light, that one, sorry. We have 4 grams of dry brewing yeast, with what they provide with the kit. Also, in the bottom of the bag, which is empty, we have hop aroma. These are oils, they're hop oils or hop extracts, and we've got a few of those. Natural hops aromatic extract, natural hops aromatic extract. There's Citra, and Citra. We've got natural hops bitter extract, and another bitter extract we're going to throw in, and another Citra. So it's going to be a Citra-infused IPA, and it's what they call a double IPA. So basically, they put 2 times more amounts of hops in there. So that's how we go. So these things are a godsend. You don't have to actually hop anymore. You can actually buy these extracts, and it gives you a measurement of hops that will, in turn, translate into what you would do if you were to dry hop, or dry hop basically. I'm going to throw those in. So what we do is you just pop the extracts in, all 4 of them at once, in one go. Look at the colour of it. It's mucus. I hope you can see that. Yes, you can. There's 1, 2. This all gets put in at once. That's how easy these kits are. 3. Looking forward to this one. This is going to be a really nice one. It's going to be very hoppy, by the way. We also put the bitters in as well, so get your bit of flavouring, or your bit of feel on your tongue. Now, of course, I filled this up with pure, clean water. I have a filtering system in my shed, and it works really well. So this is the hop bitterness. It's how quick and easy it is, guys. Then we need to start putting in, we can stir that. I'll do that quickly, give it a quick stir like this. That'll do. Doesn't need to be perfect. We're going to throw in all our powder stuff, all our dry malt. 1. That one's the dry malt extract Pilsner Light. This is the Bavarian wheat dry malt extract. Oh, making a mess. Difference in colours. And also the main one, which is the golden light. Now, it would be smart to actually put these in there first, then put the water in, so you don't get all this coagulation. But that doesn't happen with this system. It isn't actually designed that way. You could probably get away with doing it, but I haven't tried it yet, to be honest. There you go. Now I'm going to seal. That's all the products in except for the yeast. Now I'm going to give that a seal up, and I'm going to shake the living bejeebers out of it and get it really mixed through and oxygenated. So I'll get this little cap, pop him on, so we don't get a lid popping off, and we'll give it a go. Ready? I haven't put the yeast in yet because I found that shaking it like this, and people have been telling me not to do this with yeast in it because it actually stresses the yeast out. I didn't realise that, and that's why I had a few problems in the past just recently. So how about that? That isn't fully mixed. You can see there's little bits floating around in it, but it's not a problem. They will dissolve over time and will be eaten away by the yeast anyway, so it's not a big issue. All right, we'll pop the yeast in. All right, got the yeast in, open. I'll pour that in. Sprinkle it on gently. Oh, I don't know. There's a fair bit of yeast. That'll get the job done. Oh, it actually smells really good. That's it. Pop the lid on. Clamp it up. And that's our product, our item, fully but mixed in. And now all I need to do is grab that and put that in the iGulu itself. Let's do it. So we just drop that in there. Now I've just brewed a brew in here, so I haven't actually re-established or cleaned it out since. But what I am doing is removing the old serving nozzle, and I've got to give this a bit of a wipe down. Because all of this isn't, none of this is touching the beer, and it's not dirty, it's clean, mostly. Anyway, that's in. So now all I have to do is attach the gas line, which I do have to pop sanitizer on. Put it on there. Okay, so that's injecting gas in there, but that doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It's going to be changed over in a sec when I use the RF code. I'm not using that one. This is a pressure relief valve, PRV, and I have got gas on the back. If you can't see that at the moment, probably, yeah, you can. And that's a CO2 canister, which I'll probably need to replace soon. Now, that's done. That's actually set up, ready to go. All I need to do now is just throw the lid on. What I'll do in the near future is actually attach the serving post on the here. That stays like it is, and when it's ready to actually serve. By now, we don't need to worry about the serving post because we're not serving it yet. So what I need to do now is attach the RF code to the side of the unit, which will give the unit the information it needs to do the fermentation that it needs to do for this IPA. So I'll pop it on. There's a little G here, as you can see, just against the G, and it come up with, are you brewing a West Coast IPA? You say yes. 10 days, 14 days is going to take. So 10 days at 21 degrees, 14 days at 2. And then I just press brew and off it goes. It says it's fermenting, it's 9 degrees at the moment. And of course that's going to come back up. It doesn't, don't know if it heats, but it's at 11.63 PSI at the moment as well. So it's got pressure in there from what I injected into it. So that'll ferment over the 21 days. And once it's finished, I'm going to serve myself a serving. I'm going to give myself a serving and see what it's like. Oh, I got a notification someone's getting in my brew shed. I might have a look and see who's in there. Let's have a look here. Look at that. It looks like Cornelius is getting in. So he snuck up behind me, little bugger. Bloody hell. Okay. How do we catch him? Let me see. Oh, he's coming out with a beer. I thought so, the sneaky bugger. Yeah, you little shit. Okay, he's fine. He can have the beer, but he should talk to me about it, you know? Let's see what he says, huh? Hey, Cornelius, where are you, mate? Where are you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, geez, what are you doing, mate?
Huh?
Oh my God. Do you get me into my beers, mate?
No. Oh, hang on, this beer?
Yeah, look, you look a bit drunk.
Yeah, it's all right, isn't it?
Okay.
Oh, sorry, mate. Far out.
That's all right. Yeah, mate. That's fine. Whatever you want. Oh,
Oh, it
God.
tastes good.
Yeah, it's good beer. You
Very
like it?
sweet.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, I love it. Oh, IPA. Mm.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, he's gone to sleep. All right, I'll leave him to it. So it looks like I've been forced to try this beer now. I'll just drink whatever he's got left. I mean, he's drank a fair bit by the sound of it. But Why not? He's my brother. I can share his germs. He's just over there having a snooze. Ah, yeah, it actually really good scent to this. Smells really almost sweet. Just a beautiful, mild, balanced smell or scent. Wheaty, it's got a kind of a wheaty flavour or smell with a nice hop aroma. Citra for sure. You can smell the hops in it. It's quite good. See how sweet it is. 21 days this took to ferment. Let's see how we go. It's sweet. It's got a fairly sweet flavour to it. Bitterness, a little bit of bitterness. Probably a bit, yeah, it's citrusy, but with a bitter citrus flavour. Well, it's not too bad. No, it's not too bad at all. I'm really enjoying this. I can drink this a fair bit. I've had beers as good as this at a pub. It's not that bad at all. Oh, kind of expected it to be a little bit worse off, but no, it's great. Now, when I set this machine up to pour liquids out of it, I thought it stopped injecting gas. I thought the gas was running out, so I bought another canister, but it hadn't. It's actually got gas left, and I injected a lot more gas in there accidentally, thinking, what's going on here? And then I realised I hadn't actually hooked up the serving rod line yet for the pourer, and then I put that on, removed the gas again, re-poured it, and it was quite fine. So yeah, so the cloudiness is there. It's pretty good. Got a lot of carbonation. The carbonation works really well. Got cobwebs all over it, and it has good lacing around the glass. It's actually quite a nice beer. For a hobby, for a quick beer, if you want something for a party and get it ready, I would say quick beer, 21 days, but you can pre-prepare. Look, you can get 4 litres out of it. That's good for just sharing with your friends and just sitting back and relaxing. Get a couple of bottles, fill up your bottles and get them stored in the fridge. Keep making it. You can do it. And you can make this recipe as a 1 gallon batch using all grain and your own yeast and everything else. And it's much, much cheaper to do it that way. Just give it a go. Maybe $5, maybe $10, maybe max to make 4 litres of beer. Yeah, what a great idea. Works really well. All right, guys, I'll have to sober this bloke up. Cheers, and we'll see you in the next brew. Have a great one. Hope you enjoyed it. Oh yeah, it's good. Very nice.